Hi guys, Tracy and Das, welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe so I can build this community and we can watch these fun shows together. Okay, today we're going to be talking about episode 6 of Tell Me Lies. And this one takes place on Valentine's Day. And I feel like everybody's just so disconnected right now, especially Pippa and Wrigley. They are full on awkward mode when they wake up together. It's like they both have a secret, and they do. I feel like everybody right now on this show has some kind of major secret. And they're all supposed to be best friends, you guys. But the reality of the situation is we all have our little secrets, and we all have things that we don't tell each other. And this usually causes problems, but sometimes when you tell your secrets, those problems are gonna come out anyway. Wrigley telling Pippa and Pippa telling Wrigley about who they're really interested is not gonna go over well. At least they'll be being honest. You can see the relationship turning to a friendship. Both are thinking of someone else, and it's clear, especially on Valentine's Day. Diane and Pippa are very in love, and it's clear they can't even keep their hands off of each other, and their smiles are from ear to ear. It's really fun to see, and it's fun for them to experience this. I cannot believe this one, you guys. I am gobsmacked that Stephen actually sent the pictures to her father. I mean, I thought he sent them to Yale or something, which I thought was horrible. But he sent them to her father. I mean, you got to be a psycho to do something like that, to even think of that. It is absolutely incredible. And Diane knows Stephen probably better than anyone else. And she knows the best thing to do with Stephen is just to ignore. The more you engage with somebody like this, the more they find it fun to play games with you. And she's just like, hands off. I need to get away from this man. I'll do whatever I can. I do wonder, though, if he's sent them to anybody other than the father. I mean, he could possibly have sent them to the school, too, or he can in the future. I mean, he has these pictures. So once you put stuff like that out there, any kind of video, any kind of picture, it's out there for the world to see forever and ever and ever. It doesn't go away. Diane knew immediately this was Stephen who did this. I mean, nobody could be as vile and calculated as Stephen. He took those pictures freshman year of a very naive Diane, and she understands just who he is. Like I said, she is scared of him, and as she should be. And I absolutely did not see that coming. Bree's mom calls her and lets her know she is coming to the exhibition. She is so excited about this. And so she needs to tell Evan because she hasn't told him yet. The theme for the Valentine's Day is goth, which I find pretty hysterical because it's like a very kind of depressed way to express yourself. And here it's supposed to be this happy, joyful day, but it's not for everybody, especially if you don't have a Valentine, or if you're in an argument with your Valentine. It's not a happy day. I mean, I guess I would consider it almost anti-Valentine's Day, dressing in goth. Lucy tells Bree that she isn't trying to piss off Stephen. That's so sad that all of his exes hate him so much, but it's because of his behavior. I mean, if you're an ex to Stephen, then he's going to torture you for the rest of your life, it seems. And Lucy is uncomfortable about it. She doesn't know what to do about it. She just wants to keep the peace and not make him mad. And he loves that power that he has over Diane and over Lucy. Wow. Chris calls out Pippa in the middle of the party. I mean, I guess he's obviously just lying to himself and trying to convince everybody that it was consensual, which I think is common for somebody who essays somebody. They always say that it was consensual. But Lucy knows better, and the fact that Pippa doesn't remember shows you that she was in no state to be part of any kind of sexual relations. Steven's watching Lucy and her interaction with Alex, and he is intrigued. He is interested. And he calls really loudly out for Lucy to come say hi so he can introduce her to Tegan. I mean, it's just absolutely obnoxious. And of course, Lucy acquiesces because she's so afraid of him. She'll do anything he says. And he introduces Tegan to Lucy. And Alex stares him down like he can sense that Lucy's afraid of Steven, and he is curious as to what kind of hold this man has on her. He knows it's something. Bree apologizes to Amanda for blowing up on her, but she realizes in this conversation that Amanda's only 17, which this is a whole another thing. This is statutory. You could see Bree's brain working. Bree and Evan argue about her not telling him about her mom coming for the exhibition, and he's mad. He's tired of all the secrets and the lies, and Wrigley's standing right there watching the confrontation and the interaction between Bree and Evan, feeling very uncomfortable. Bree tells Evan about the fact that her mom's coming for her exhibition, and he's just so confused. All the stories that Bree has told him about her mom have not been flattering, and he knew nothing about her going to see her. So he's hurt, he's confused, and he is wondering what else she hasn't told him. The group decides to play a game named Paranoid, which is exactly what it's going to make them all after they play it. It is a messy game, and it's a drinking game. When Evan hears a question, he says, Lucy. So the game is the game goes like this. Somebody whispers a question in someone's ear, and then they have to answer it, and then that's how the game starts. So Evan hears the question, and he says, Lucy. And then he reveals the question. The person most likely to hate themselves. And this is a pretty harsh thing to say, but it's true. And Lucy is like, yeah, sometimes I've been wondering the same thing. And if I'm wondering it, I'm sure her friends are wondering it. Like, why is she so glutton for punishment? Bree says Wrigley's name when the question is, who is most likely to self-exit? This really upsets Wrigley that Bree would say that. He didn't expect that from her. And she simply explains, well, it's because of the conversation that we had. And remember, we were laughing about it. Well, you guys were on Molly, and when you were laughing about stuff. This is completely different. And this isn't just the two of you having a light conversation. This is in front of everybody, and Wrigley doesn't like it. He doesn't like that she did that. Pippa calls Diane to vent, but she doesn't pick up the phone. Everyone is in everyone's business per usual. No one can be trusted with anyone's feelings or anybody's secrets. Lucy again tells Alex to stop being so nice to her because of what he heard about Chris. It makes her feel uncomfortable. And Lucy ends up wasted with Alex at Max's bar. And what does she do but starts to flirt with Max, completely ignores Alex. And these are the kind of things that Lucy does, and it's not nice girl behavior. In fact, it's quite mean, and she wants to hurt Alex so that Alex will hurt her. That's my opinion. It's just a cycle that she's in, probably because of her relationship with Steven, that she needs to break because it's not serving her well at all. Wrigley feels really awkward walking home with Bree and Evan. He is in the midst of this argument that they've continued, and Evan finally walks off pissed. He can't seem to get through to Bree on this topic, and she doesn't understand why he's so upset, which makes him even madder. He leaves, and he leaves her with Wrigley. Lucy is in absolute train wreck mode, and I mean, she could barely walk, and Alex basically carries her back to his place. He wants to be there for her, but Lucy won't let him in, and Lucy is in self-destruction mode where she is going to cause damage to anybody around her. Alec understands Lucy more than she can ever imagine. They are very hot together, and their sexual tension is pretty strong. Their relationship emotionally can be very strong too. I'm just not sure if Lucy's ready for that. And Alex has been through a lot, so he's compassionate when it comes to people struggling mentally and having problems with their self-esteem and acting out. Bree goes to Oliver's to confront him after the fight with Evan, and she wants to confront him about Amanda, and but this is really about her, not about Amanda. She doesn't even know Amanda. She doesn't really care. She cares about what he did to her at such a young, vulnerable stage in her life, and that he's going around doing it to other women because she knows what effect it had on her. And she comes in, balls ablazing, and she's very confrontational with Oliver's wife. And Oliver's wife just wants her to calm down. Let's have a cup of tea and have a discussion. I mean, it's in the middle of the night. Bree tells his wife about Amanda and how she's only 17. And she says to Bree, well, how old were you? I mean, it's really no different if you're 17 or 18. I mean, lawfully it's different, but what Oliver's doing to these women, his wife's been living with for years. And she tells Bree it's better to be with someone who loves you more than you love them. Otherwise, you end up doing things for them you would never normally do. And this is very telling about her relationship with Oliver. And she needs to get out of this marriage. Lucy goes to Stephen's house. She is very drunk and very confused. She is just absolutely out of control, and she's not doing well at all. And she feels like Stephen has gotten under her skin, and he has. So when she goes there, she's fumbling, and he answers the door, and you can see his little evil smile. He knows he's gotten under her skin. He's like, what are you doing here, Lucy? Like, please. Like, all your little manipulative things haven't tried to motivate her to come see you. I mean, that's what you really want. She runs into Diane, which is the perfect person to run into at that time, and ask her how she handles Stephen. And Diane tells Lucy that Stephen sent the nudes to her father, and he will always go lower. You can't compete with Stephen. No matter what you do, he's going to do worse. And so the best thing is to just not engage. And I'm not sure if Lucy can do that yet. She hasn't been dealing with Stephen as long as Diane has. She might not be as in touch with her emotions as Diana is. Diane seems much more mature than Lucy, so it might not be possible for Lucy to not engage in this behavior with Stephen. But Diane's out, and she knows what she's up against, and she's not interested in trying to get hurt anymore. Bree and Wrigley confront their feelings for each other, and they don't want to hurt Pippa, and they don't want to hurt Evan, but their feelings are strong, and maybe too strong to ignore. There are so many secrets this season, and I don't even know if I can keep them all straight, but they're coming out. Secrets always do. I'm really curious about how they're going to develop the Wrigley and Bree situation. We all know from watching the season that their secret is still a secret. All right, you guys, I hope you have a great week. Please tune in to the next episode. It should be dropping on Monday. And let's have some conversation about these incredible topics that they bring up in here in this season. There's so much good stuff. I hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you all soon. Bye.